What a year. I don't have to tell you this, but it's felt about like 10 years this year, 2020, and it's almost over, the year that is. I guess, I don't know, if you had time traveled back a year ago and you came and told me that the whole world would be put on its knees through some serious strand of the flu, that we'd have to be rebuilding our society for many, many years to come because of this pandemic, I wouldn't have believed you. I admit, I thought we were past this. I thought we had transcended this type of thing, pandemics. I mean, I have a 4K TV. I have apps on my phone that let me play all music, all records that have mostly ever been recorded. I would not have believed you. I had faith in the system. I guess now, looking back, I now know I had hope. It turns out a bunch of the things that I and our world had placed hope in have fell short this year. Our gods, if you will, the things that we thought would protect us, our politicians, our celebrities maybe, our leaders, our tech, our experts, our health systems, all of them on some way have fell short, have proven not worthy of our full hope. And I can understand as you are setting up the Christmas tree or sitting around and getting ready for Christmas, I can understand if you felt, not unlike me, that is there anything else to give? Is there anything left worth putting hope into? And that's why I just wanted to offer, the team and us at Following the Way wanted to offer just one more invitation this Christmas and this New Year season. An invitation towards, yes, for some of you, something new. Or maybe something you haven't looked at in a long time. It's actually something very ancient. Now don't worry, it's not an invitation towards the magic of Christmas. An invitation to place your hope on a wishful thinking. It's something deeper and better than that. Let me explain. The Christmas story found in the Bible, in the multiple accounts, tells a story of a very dark time. It tells a story of leaders and power-hungry people trying to control the masses. It tells of massive financial difference between the poor and the elite and the rich. And in amongst this political turmoil, it tells the story of a refugee couple having a baby in a cave surrounded by the outcasts of society in the shepherd, smelling like sheep in a dirty back cave where the animals are kept. In perhaps one of the darkest times, something new is born. A hope. A new hope was born. And I get the Star Wars reference. But to be fair, Star Wars copied most of the themes from the Bible. So it's only fair I use and copy a bit of them. But a new hope was born. And not just a wishful thinking hope, not just a make-believe magic Christmas hope. It was a real, tangible hope. And not for the elite, not for Caesar, not for the rich and powerful, but for the outcasts. It was a hope that was there for the broken, for the oppressed, for the poor in spirit. It was a hope that could be practiced, a hope that would be transformational with anyone that came across it. A hope that was tangible. A hope that even grew up to conquer death. A hope worth placing your hope into. A hope that had a name, Jesus Christ. And I know as I say that name, some of you will be watching and you'll be cringing. Some of you will even be hurt. Some of you won't even be hearing this because you've turned off the video. Because I get that somewhat the name of Jesus, the brand, if you will, has been tarnished. Not by Jesus, but by his broken followers. Followers that have used that name for greed, empire. Followers that have used that name over the years for oppression, for abuse even. But Jesus, his name is not defined by them. He's defined by him. His ways, his teaching, his life, death, and I believe resurrection. The God that walked amongst us as humans. Answering that question, what if God was one of us? Well, he was. However, I'm not going to pretend that a Christmas video is going to convince you. We've never wanted to make videos that are trying to convince you. Rather, this is an invitation to in some way, I guess, open this present this year. Maybe it's been sitting to the side. To open it up and have a look. I never forget when me and my wife first got married, I needed to introduce her to some things that were really important to me. And so I introduced her to the Star Wars series. And so my mum that Christmas got us this Star Wars Lego game. Anyway, we put it on our pile of probably presents that year and took it home. And a week later, a young married couple, no kids, so lots of spare time after work, we saw it there and we thought, do you want to actually, I know it says for ages 8+, but do you want to have a go at this? It was about 7 p.m. at night and we finished playing about 1 a.m. in the morning when we thought we'd better go to bed for work the next day. And we became obsessed with it. We'd give each other signals if we're out with friends to go, oh, I'm tired, which was code for, let's go home and play a couple of hours of Lego Star Wars. We'd play every spare moment we had. It was such a fun gift. It might be one of my most favourite gifts I've ever received on Christmas. And I wouldn't have known it if I hadn't opened it and actually tried it out. The same invitation we give to you this Christmas. There's a bunch of things you placed your hope in at the start of this year. You can go back to them if you want. You know what they bring, you know what they offer. Can I invite you to maybe open the present that you didn't think carried anything? The gift that you weren't sure of, thought was a little strange. Consider and open the gift of Jesus this Christmas. Either way, from the team following the way, we just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and we look forward to seeing you in the new year.